issue, but I'm back. Anyways, I think I'm at the same spot. Yes, okay. I think so. I think you guys seen me do the other parts, but okay, where do I want to start on first? Let's go to this.
Today's the day. Grant review. We're ready. The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuator back to make something more powerful.
Don't really care about listening what you gotta say, bro. Sorry, not trying to be a dick, but that's just where I'm going. Dumbass. That's where I was gonna put it, dipshit. I'm not a retard. It's quite highly understandable. Substance identified.
Hydrogel polymer composite. Strong, but there's a lot of impedance. Better tell Doc to keep looking for other materials.
We're going to, bro.
Alright. I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
Hell no. We got some more shit to do, bruh.
Love the coffee at work. God bless that great money. Lots of late nights in this lab. Glad Doc keeps the snacks stocked up.
What, love?
Should get more of those little cheese squares, though.
Were you wanting me to go check on the baby or something? Oh. Just double checking, my love.
We're trying to improve the prosthetics hardware. Let's review what Doc's been developing. Double check his work.
Sorry, me and the wife are in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff. Well, I'm playing, obviously, but we were in the middle doing a bunch of stuff when my connection went down. Did some stuff with the wife, and now I'm back. So because we were in the middle of doing stuff, when I got back on, I thought she needed me to go check on our little one, but yeah. Excuse me.
Doc was trying to improve the actuator's granularity.
Well, let's actuate it. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Actuator.
Super smooth response. See if we can tune the prosthetic's grip force.
Of course we can, bro. We got this. Whoops. I overturned that one, bro. Okay, so
Wow.
what, lovey?
Can't find her wallet.
Is that what she just texted you?
Yep. I'll tell cookies. I'm busy.
I really hope that she doesn't watch my videos. I highly doubt it.
That's better. Should avoid bone-crushing handshakes at least.
And it's not talking shit when you're telling the truth, so always remember that, guys. If someone wants to say you're talking shit, if you're saying the exact truth, then you're not talking shit, you're speaking the truth. But that also means that if you're willing to say those things, that you gotta be willing to say it to their face.
I don't think Dr. Octavius' optimism has ever been shaken.
What, honey? What'd you say?
Oh, I'm making a mess.
Oh.
Not new.
Doc's made huge breakthroughs his whole career, but he's always been upstaged. Usually by Oscorp. This time, it's going to be different.
I doubt it, because in the movie you want to work with him, but he ends up becoming Doc Ock, and he's already got the frickin' arms, so yeah, that's more than likely what's gonna happen.
Our first volunteer subject, Lance Corporal Texidor. Lost his arm overseas and now just wants to hug his daughter again.
Man, all these things that fall together.
It's amazing how quickly the prosthesis has evolved. I remember when our prototype used parts I ripped out of an old bike.
Right? That shit was dope. What?
So this dad said that gets up at 7:30, gets his son who has autism out of the door for school. When he gets back, he gets the 3-year-old up about 8:30.
Right.
Brings him into his bedroom, the dad's bedroom, locks the door, goes to sleep for another 3 hours or so. Makes sure that all the doors in the apartment are locked. And then about 3 hours later or so, then gets up.
And the kid is supposedly kidnapped.
He's missing. He's 3. So from 8 o'clock to whenever you decide to wake up, the 3-year-old's alone, locked in your bedroom. Alone. You can't sleep at night, so that way during the day when your 3-year-old son is awake, you can be awake.
Well, okay, yeah, no, that's wrong. Period. Was he locking the kid in the room with him?
Yes.
So how did he disappear?
That's what they're trying to figure out.
So the kid's missing, obviously, and more than likely the kid's dead.
Oh yeah.
That's super sad.
The kid was living with his mom, but then came to live with dad so that dad could correct his behavior.
That's
their exact quote.
That's ridiculous. Oh,
Kid's
whoops,
dead.
4 over.
It's so sad.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It breaks my heart.
Super sad.
I don't see how people can do that.
Because people are cruel and they have evil intent.
How, I mean, some of the things I just, and the only reason I think I listen to it is because those kids need prayers. They need somebody to remember their life. Like,
Right.
I'm not going, oh wow, yeah, oh my goodness, it's, damn, that poor child.
Right.
You know, that poor baby, that angel, that precious life that never got to, you know, go to school, never got to ride a bike, never got to have their first kiss. Just things that, it's just sad.
Their poor little life had no chance of living.
Nobody protected him.
Well, with what our faith is, we know because most of them haven't hit the age of awareness and understanding of right and wrong. They're in heaven, but it's the fact that they didn't even get the chance to live on earth. That's sad. They should have been able to use their free will.
And they should have been able to enjoy their life.
That's not bad.
There's, misery and heartache that should have...
Hold on. Let me state that. That's not bad, the milkshake.
Oh, yeah, nobody knows what you're doing.
Or I mean the chocolate thing.
Breakfast drink.
Right. But yeah, breakfast drink. One of those
There's more in
protein
the
things.
bottle. I just didn't know if it overfilled the glass.
Dope.
Nice, there's a chocolate there.
So you guys may hear us talk about like murders and shit like that a lot. We are like YouTube, like interrogations, crimes, documentaries about the crimes, like in depth with crime scene photos and like everything, like the stories behind it, like the factual things and stuff and whatnot. Like, we're junkies for that stuff, and so you guys more than likely will hear us randomly talk about something, so you guys are, what the fuck are they talking about? Alright, let's get back to this. Now you guys are like, dude, you're just getting around in the lab, but I know, but I'm wanting to like do this. Oh, I already listened to this. I forgot.
The work has progressed at a remarkable pace. I honestly never thought we'd get the tensile actuated after an acceptable tolerance. But Parker, the boy has an eye for gorilla science like none other.
The boy's a gangster. That's all you need to know. Because I'm a straight up gangster. Gangster G. Gangster life is the life for thee. Killing people by day, selling drugs by night. Being a gangster is hella tight.
Action cascade was pretty awesome.
None of you guys more than likely know what song that is. You guys are more than likely all too young, but it wasn't I wasn't singing a song, but I had like kind of put my own words in it. I didn't change it a whole lot, but so I have a brain injury, and if you guys have seen my videos, you'll know, but I have a brain injury, and my short-term memory is basically kaput. I was going to tell you about that song, and I already forgot what it was. Oh, you know what? I think I just remember it. I'm a gangster, a straight up G. The gangster life is a life for me. Killing people by day, selling drugs by night. Being a gangster is hella tight. I walk around town with a stark erection and gave your mom a yeast infection. I saw a police officer and punched him in the eye to serve and protect. What a lie, I'm a gangster. I drop bombs like Hiroshima, I'm a gangster. Bitch suck on my wiener. I dropped out of school at the age of 3 cause all of my teachers play hating on me. I'm a gangster. There's other words to it, but I can't remember. But yeah. That's pretty much the gist of it. Parents are pissed, but the kids love it. You're talking about me and I like it. Keep talking. Keep talking me up, mate. Sounds good. Open the door, let me in here. I wanna, like, talk with you guys. Did I already do all the tests I'm allowed to do? Well, that sucks. I wanted to do more tests. Thought there was more tests around here that I could do. But I guess I was wrong. Alright, well, we're gonna leave then. Sorry guys, you guys are probably like, dude, come on, get to it. But I was checking shit out. Alright? Just calm down. Alright. Alright, let's do this.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies
Do what, my love?
for the VIP.
Do what, baby?
He's in the raft.
Ah, joining Scorpion, Electro, and the rest. Fisk should be honored. That's a steamed company.
Can you swing by the...
Careful, you almost just spilled it. You're being healthy.
Like I said, when it comes to this, like you said last time, like you feel like a child, you don't have to, just ask. I just won't let you go overboard.
Right. Once I drink this, I can have my chocolate.
Right.
But I'm gonna make excuses. I'm gonna eat all my chocolate, not drink this, let it get cold, or let it get old, fill my stomach up on chocolate, and then what have I accomplished?
Right.
Nothing.
And I think that you should eat something too, because if I'm gonna eat something before I chow down on donuts, and you should probably eat something.
Well,
Yeah.
I just justify it as I'm only eating, a handful of Hershey Kisses, and you're having a bag of donuts and a cup of coffee.
Doesn't matter.
Let me rephrase that. You're having a bag of donuts and a cup of cream and sugar with a little bit of coffee.
But it's different, but it's not, because you're way smaller than me.
Well, I eat a fourth of the bag.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah. A lot of chocolate. So they probably are the same amounts. Yeah. So
Like your coffee has caffeine.
right. So you're
Kind of the same concept.
more than likely you're intaking more caffeine, and at the same time, where I'm wondering, like, sugar wise and all that, I'm kind of wondering, like, whose is the worst? Is it yours or mine? Like,
Yours is definitely worse. I was just trying to say that mine's actually not as decent as I try to make it seem.
Right.
It actually is a lot worse.
right. Then you make it sound.
Justify it.
Right. So yeah, I think you should have to.
Kisses.
I think you should have to eat something too. So put that in your head.
Did you put a knife in his peanut butter?
What kind of knife?
Butter knife.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Just making sure that she wasn't using his.
I normally use a plastic knife though.
You're stuck forever.
But yeah, I always use a butter knife, but I always
Drink right there. Look, you have a straw. Straw. I'm listening.
I always use a butter knife, but I'm usually always use the plastic ones.
You like it?
Got an issue that can benefit
You're welcome.
from your unique skill.
Daddy has one too.
You, Yuri? Anything. I'm on my way.
Do you want to try Daddy's chocolate milk?
Hey baby boy, you have been super patient, but Daddy hasn't been playing. Can you let Daddy play for a little bit longer, and then you can play? Oh, you gotta eat. You gotta eat anyway. So when you get yeah, you do. So when you get done eating, I'll give you the remote.
Jameson's got a new episode out. Wonder what
Thank
my
you,
number one
buddy.
fan thinks about the fisk takedown.
You want to get the whipped cream out?
This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two
times.
Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle. Hey, plug the book. And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's book, Spider-Man, Threat or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations. Don't ask. Not gonna get it.
Yes. Keep looking.
Welcome to Just the Facts.
Oh, the milk's
J.
red and
Jonah
white.
Jameson,
Yeah.
alerting you to the threats you don't
Alright.
even
I
know.
spy with my
Let's back right into the call.
eye.
It's me.
Okay, so not for nothing. You gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss for everything.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police
There
officer?
you go. Yeah!
Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
Alright. Take it.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's chilly,
Fix
huh,
my
baby?
toilet and shut up. Let me explain something to you about crime.
Here, Fred.
As soon as one goes down every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next godfather. We're gonna have a gang war in the street, but does that whip-headed moron give a damn?
Now you
Of
can
course not.
Here, sweetie.
It got on
Here,
TV.
shake, shake, shake.
That
Here, baby.
cow.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, well, I can get copper pipes
Shake
without
it,
paying
shake it,
kickback.
shake it.
So that gang will
Good
start with all the wife
job.
shot.
Shake, shake, shake,
Now
shake,
you'll be
shake,
singing.
All right.
Good job. Thank you. I'll take it. 1 second. I'm almost
Arriba.
ready.
I can only say that because I'm half Mexican. I'm just joking. Anybody can say arriba.
Tell people when you come up here.
Got it?
That I need a break from that
Nice.
crap.
Thank you.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date with police involved?
No balls here anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. System every tower. Tell me someone sabotaged the server, and now all the towers are offline.
Gotcha.
Figure it out later. Right now, we need to get the towers back on. Fast.
And you called
I didn't
me?
mean for you to go play. I was trying to talk to you.
I called someone I could trust. Plus, the signals are scrambled and he has no idea how to fix them.
Ooh. I love a challenge.
Right, you buy it.
Right.
I thought you trusted me.
He does that crap to me all the time.
Let's take a look at this tower.
Yeah, I'll be talking to him and talking to him about something, and he'll like take what I'm saying as like I'm telling him something like cool, or I'm telling him
Subtle.
like ask him like what he's been up to or whatever, and he'll take that as I'm telling him to go do it.
Pretty sad when the back of the knife works better than the front of the knife.
Right.
It's like cutting through the thing, but it's not.
That's why I've been using knives.
We just had a tower come back online.
Flat-bladed, non-serrated knives.
Whatever you did, any chance you could do it to the other towers?
Sure, but just so you know, I had to sync up with the tower to fix it. I'm seeing all crime data in the area now. Looks like there's a break-in happening near me.
Great. I've got units nearby.
Don't bother. I'm on it.
Do it. Watch my back.
Pretty sure these guys didn't forget their keys.
He likes to drink.
Does he? Nice.
What do you guys Is that on your thing or is that on
No, that's real life there, baby.
the outside?
Yeah. Sounded like it stopped close. Hold on, guys. We just heard a siren. Give me 1 second. What? Sounded like it stopped. Like right here. Not right here. I mean, at least in our spot. Well, just pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please be with who or what is going on, whatever's happening. Please be with those who either need help or the person that may be causing the issue or whatever the case may be. Please just, Lord, please be there for them. In your name I pray, amen.
Wrapped up.
Alright, here we go.
Now I'm seeing an assault near you.
You're in luck, Yuri. Your favorite tough but lovable grizzled see-too-much detective is in town.
What? No. You promised you wouldn't do that any...
Spider Cop.
No.
So you're the snitch.
Back off, creep.
Yep, she's the one.
I said back off. Leave me alone.
Keep it quiet.
Don't touch me. Help! Help!
Keep it close.
Get away from her.
I can't believe
That was... What?
I can't believe the kitten came in the backyard yesterday.
Oh, I know.
It's so cute.
Shoot. Damn, that dude is messing me up. All right. Oh, shit. Yeah. Where's the other one? Boom! Boom shakalaka mole.
Walk away now.
Let me go!
Alright, save losses before time runs out. Use the L1 to aim and then press R1 to disarm. Blop.
All clear, ma'am.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you. You're a
Hell
little
yeah,
weird.
he is wrong.
You got a good heart.
He's an old crabby
You got somewhere to
bastard.
I can take care of myself.
I'm sure you can.
Hey, thanks
But
for the
just in
follow.
case, there's a place called the Feast Center.
Seen it.
If you're watching.
I don't want charity.
They got the best wheat cakes in the city, hands down.
Mom used to make those. Haven't had any in a long time. I'll check it out. Thanks, Spider Guy.
It's Spider-Man. Should be able to spot the next tower from up there.
Well then let's do it, bro.
From his elevated position, Spider Cop spies his destination. A second surveillance tower.
Are you narrating yourself?
What? No!
Of course not.
Never
Ah!
did understand Spider Cop. Thought he was a loose cannon.
Already regretting this.
I can modify these towers to track more than just crimes.
Boom. Boom shakalaka. Alright guys, hold on 1 second. Whoa. All right. Jacko2413. Like I said, if you're watching, what's up, bro? All right.
Towers are picking up all kinds of RFID signals now, including one nearby. What is that?
Missed.
Oh, were you trying to hit me? That little bit.
You don't have to get up.
I'm confused.
No, it's fine. You'll get it eventually.
Play.
Not right now.
DAB.
You're just play.
I
Don't
want-
think about it while you're playing. You'll figure it out. It's nothing big.
Well, oh.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna make you figure it out. All the clues you need.
Oh.
What?
It didn't click. I'm like, what is it that you're trying
Mommy
to...
drank her chocolate milk.
I'm very proud of
Are
you.
you gonna drink your chocolate
Yeah,
milk?
guys, me and my wife are trying to, like, eat more. Like, we both have super high metabolisms, and, like, we're really bad about, like, not eating more than, like, once or twice a day. And so we are pressing ourselves to start intaking more calories, vitamins, proteins,
Just chocolate and donuts.
just everything. We are really bad at eating, like, junk food continuously. So, yeah. And the shitty thing is we're not fat, we're tiny. What did you say a second ago?
We eat too much donuts. and
Oh, I
chocolate.
thought you meant to me specifically.
Oh, Daddy, can you grab this plate, please?
No. Oh, baby, here. Take it in the room for you. Come here, sweet boy. Daddy's coming right behind you.
Here's his water and his chocolate milk, Daddy.
Alright. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, boy. Can you get me one of mine, baby?
Yeah. That speech therapist in our boss. She talks a lot
More
about-
ambulances and fire trucks? Lord, please be with whoever it is that's having a hard time.
She talks a lot about squaring your mouth or where to put your tongue, or like when you're trying to say a word starting backwards instead of this way, so that way you pronunciate this instead of this, or just certain words, certain tricks and tips. But I was trying to think fixed, the X, you know what I mean? He does SC instead of CS or X, you know?
He was doing...
Instead of disc, or, you know what I mean? He does fisk.
I don't even think it was that. I think it was worse than that. I think it was...
You're saying fisk instead of fixed.
Yeah, fisk. Yeah,
Fisk.
right.
So I was trying to think that how would we, like your tongue or your mouth
Oh.
to
Tss, like a snake. Fix. Fix. Like a snake. X. X.
so you put the two sounds together to make a
Silent.
snake sound. It like silently, because S makes a snake sound normally.
Right.
Fist. And he's doing fist. So instead of doing the k at the end, just doing fix.
Yeah.
It's gotta be that fix in there.
Yeah.
So fist.
Yes.
Fix.
Fix. Fix. Fix. Fix.
Almost like a balloon explodes.
Yeah.
Fix.
Yeah. Fix. Yeah, something like that. Sorry, guys. Our son is a COVID baby. Like, poor kid. Like, didn't have like a whole lot of socializing, and we're both germaphobes. So being around like And in the beginning, when it came to COVID, with all that misinformation, all this bullshit, you know, they were saying kids or like babies and shit like that, and elderly people were the ones that you had to watch out for. And he was a baby when COVID hit, and he went through all that, and then October.
With the COVID, no, the house burnt down.
Well, okay, so in September, our house burnt down. We live in Oregon. In Phoenix, Oregon is when they had the Alameda fires. We live in Southern Oregon as well, in the same area. Well, yeah, in Southern Oregon, in Jackson County. I just don't want to specifically say where. It probably already says it. But anyways, it's in Medford. But our house burnt down a week before the Alameda fires. And so it was already hard enough. But then all the hotels filled up with just tons of people because of the fires. Luckily, we got in before the people did, because our house burnt down before all the Alameda fires. But it was just hard for us because people in the Alameda fires, they were getting FEMA was helping them. They were getting like debit cards with money on them, and they were getting like a couple grand, and they were getting like all these grants and like all this stuff, which is awesome. I'm like super happy they did that for those people. But we were kind of shit out of luck. Our house burnt down because of electrical wiring in the house. The people that owned the house, it was an older house, was not born, it was built way back in like the 60s, maybe 50s, but it was like the original it wasn't the original, it wasn't like the ones that had like the glass fuses and all that shit, but it had the more modern black flippy switch things, but you could tell that was put in like where the original one was. It was this like big ass electrical box that was built around it, and then you can see that where it was painted around, there was a huge one there, and then that was replaced with a smaller one. So this is
wiring was original, the box was changed.
So yeah, it still had the original wiring, it was just a different fuse setup. But actually in our laundry room, because we had this sunroom and then a laundry room, and out in the laundry room they had this electrical unit part, and it was cool because they left it there even though it didn't have any use for anything, but it had those glass fuse things. It had like 2 or 3 on it, but it was pretty cool looking. But we kept telling the landlords, because it wasn't a landlord, one specific person, it was a property, like private property management type place, and they were supposed to come and do maintenance, and they would send, instead of like sending actual plumbers and electricians and stuff like that out, they would send the maintenance people that they had that worked for them, they'd send them out. And so we'd always have these issues with stuff, and they'd basically put band-aids on things and make it look and make it sound like that everything was legit. Well, they kept doing that when it came to the electric box, and our lights kept flickering, and when my wife and I would check on the fuse box, we would literally hear like sizzle popping. And so we called them, and they're like, this shit's bad, something bad is gonna happen. And it ended up, this like real electrician guy came out, and he's all, I'm gonna let them know that this whole thing needs to be like set back up. Like a whole new system needs to be put in. Like it can't just be like this. It has to be taken care of. He's all, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like a band-aid type thing on it, and the longest it's gonna last is a month. And that's just me being like, it's gonna definitely give out in that month, but I want to give you a more approximate time frame instead of me saying it's gonna be 2 months. Yeah, it may make it that long, but I don't want you guys to think it's gonna last that long and it end up dying in a month. And so he said that he's gonna tell our landlords, because you know, obviously he was a contractor through them, and he let them know, like, that whole system, that whole unit needs to be like set up. It needs to be have a whole new system, everything put in. Like, this is all really old, and you're better off having the wiring checked in case you need some of the wiring redone. They never did that. And me and the baby and my wife, we were in the house, and we heard this zzz pop, but we didn't hear that. At first we heard banging on our front door, so I go run and look, and this Mexican guy who had been jogging, never jogged down our road before. He said he always, like, there was a block up from us, he said he always jogged up and down those blocks where he lived. He came jogging up by our house and saw that the side of our house is on fire, and it's exactly where in the sunroom where that electrical box was. It's exactly where the flames were coming from, roaring out of the house. And so I guess he grabbed the hose and tried to put out, and realized there's no way that's gonna happen. So he ran to the front door, started banging on the door. I yelled for my wife and the baby and went running back there, and the three of us just ran out the door. We didn't grab anything, just the baby and us. And we get out the front door, and literally, like, anywhere between like 10 to 30 seconds after we got out that front door, black smoke started pouring out of the door, like every orifice of the house basically. And what most people don't know is that when you get in a situation where you're in a fire and you're stuck, or you just don't get out in time, the black smoke, inhaling it because of the different chemicals and the different stuff inside the smoke, that's why it's black, because it has all these plastics and chemicals and just all this stuff. When you inhale that, it incapacitates you, because it's just too poisonous and too strong for the body. And so when that happens, you usually drop to the floor, and that's how most people get burnt up in the fire. So had we breathed that in, chances are we wouldn't be here today. And so that guy saved our lives by banging on our door. But yeah, our fire was a week before those Alameda fires, so we had some issues, but we finally ended up getting our own place. But a month after that had happened, I got hit by an SUV. It was in the crosswalk, and somebody ran a red light doing 45 miles an hour and hit me straight on. And so I like, they didn't think that I was gonna live. Like, I was on my lunch break, left to go pick up my wife's prescription for her. She had no idea that I was going to go pick it up, even though that's exactly what happened. She still blames herself for it, like it's her fault. But I ended up going and getting it. As I crossed the road back to head to work, I got hit, and it gave me a traumatic brain injury. It cracked my skull. My brains were literally, like, not like a bunch of my brains were hanging out of my head or anything like that, but you could, like, see my brain. Not like my whole brain, but a little part of it. And it what, baby? I was bleeding out onto the road and onto the lady, and the cops, the ambulance, they didn't think I was gonna make it, and the doctors weren't 100% sure, but the cops, like I said, the cops in the ambulance, they were like, this looks really bad. And then my wife got to the hospital, and they're like, you know, we just want to let you know that, you know, we got him stable, but we want to be honest with you, it doesn't look good. And so the first 3 days are the worst, and they kept trying to put me down for a coma. I wouldn't go in the coma. My heart rate would, like, drop super low, and it would basically almost kill me. And then when I would be passed out, they would have to put me to sleep, wake me up, put me to sleep, wake me up, because when they'd wake me up, they'd have to like wiggle my toes and my fingers and see if I had any movement or anything, because they thought I was going to be like paralyzed or not be able to talk. What, honey?
Check your brain activity.
Yeah, they were checking for brain activity.
But when you would clean your mouth, you would get irritated.
When they
Come in to clean the breathing tube, because when you have it in your mouth, you have germs and stuff. So they constantly, every hour, have to come in and clean and like sanitize and disinfect your mouth.
Right. So they'd have to come in and like brush my mouth with like this little pink spongy swab thing on a stick, because I had the life support breathing tube down my throat, and so like every hour they have to come in there and like scrub the tube and your inside of your lips and like your gums and your basically your throat and like all around the tube. They do your tongue and everything. Like, it's super uncomfortable. Well, I guess when they would like lower my medicine and take it down so they could check for my brain activity, when they started doing that, I'd get pissed and I would like start smacking their hands away. I would try to oh, I didn't move. I would just, my wife said I would just get, I don't have any memory of it at all.
Just kind of like, like you could tell that you were irritated. You were like fighting, kind of moving your head, like kind of moaning a little bit, like you could tell that that was, your brain was saying, hey, I don't like it.
Right.
Whether you could actually say something or not. But when you do that and there's no movement, there's no, you know, they pinch your toe and there's no, ow, that hurts, or there's no, please don't, there's nothing. That's when there's no activity. Can you take this? There's a bug on my arm. Hurry up, grab the... Thank you. It's your dad.
Oh, I didn't know. Thank you, baby.
There's a hair or a bug or what, but it's tickling my arm. It's already...
Long story short, guys, I didn't mean to go onto a 4-hour tangent, but long story short, I have a traumatic brain injury, so I forget things really easily. And then on top of that, our son, because of him being a little COVID baby, like, he has a hard time like talking, and kind of like has a little bit of like a speech impediment, like, so he needs to start seeing like a speech therapist to help him speak better. And his social skills aren't great. Like, he's super loving, but he just doesn't really understand strangers. He doesn't understand the effect of getting hurt or stuff like that, because like, the crazy thing is he gets hurt so much in the house because he jumps off crap. He's like Evil Knievel, like I was at his age. But when we go, yeah, he thinks he's Spider-Man because he loves these Spider-Man games, and I loved Spider-Man growing up. And so between Spider-Man, Sonic, the Ninja Turtles, like, him and I are on the same level with those. But you know, he's had such an issue with the socializing and the speech and stuff like that. So we're getting him some help. Everybody wants to immediately point fingers and say it's autism, but I want to make sure, because there's other things that correlate, and I think that in our day and age right now, it's too easy for a doctor or somebody in that field to point a finger and say it's this, it's this, it's this. It's you're basically allowing your child not to grow. You're limiting them, versus there's obvious autism. It's obvious, but there's other ranges of, like, the child may just be ADHD, or this child may just be freaking bipolar. This child may be ADD. There's all these things that they could be. But the other thing that people don't stop and look at is that kids are kids. They do shit. They spin around in circles. They clap their damn hands. They scream. They yell. They do all these things because they're kids. So I think that slowly but surely, giving them the free will to figure out who they are and how to act, and you teach them all the ways that you learn how to grow up and all that, and when there's issues within those boundaries, that's when we make a decision of things that need to be helped and stuff like that. So we'll go through the elements and certain things of, this is what's going on, get help for it, and blah 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 blah. He, at this point in time, he's not on any medications that he has to be on and take every day. He's 5 years old. He's like, literally the only issues he has is with socializing and talking skills. And his socializing isn't like he's rude or aggressive or anything like that. Only aggressive in the sense that he doesn't understand, like, he doesn't hit hard, but he doesn't understand that hitting and all that. And like, he doesn't realize that people have bubbles, and he doesn't realize people have their own space, and so he's very like, we'll get up in your space, or we'll play around with you, and without asking you, we'll kind of like shadow box you and then hit you and smack at you. So we have to constantly teach him that you have to ask people if they want to fight with you. You have to ask them. Or you need to introduce yourself and all that stuff before you get up in their bubble. And even when you're allowed to do so, you have to realize there's a distance that you have to stay out of when it comes to people that you're around. You can't be all up in their face. Just things like that. The kid is super smart. He has amazing ideas. Super loving, super caring, has such good manners. This kid literally will light your heart. Like, his mom and I are so blessed. When we got together, she had 2 little ones, but it's even hard for me to say that, because when you get with somebody that has kids, you're not just getting with that one person. It's a package deal. And so for you to love the single mother or the single father, you're realizing that you're getting into a relationship as a team and not just getting into a relationship with the one person. So when her and I got together, I had every intention, every way, shape, or form coming into the relationship knowing that I was going to be a dad. And it wasn't something that was automatically pushed onto me. It wasn't something like, you're going to be dad, you're going to be my babysitter, like, oh, I finally get the relief to do this, that, and the other. It was nothing like that. Me and my wife are so close with each other, so faithful. We've never had any issues. We have our little bickerments and stuff like that, but there's no relationship that's healthy that doesn't have little bickerments or arguments or whatever. But getting into the relationship, when I met our kids, our son immediately was like, I want to call you dad, da da da. And I was like, because we met at a bowling alley. Her and I were already like seeing each other, but she wanted to wait a certain amount of time of us being together before she allowed me to meet the kids, because she wasn't going to bring a man into their lives just for them to dip out because, of whatever reason, whatever shape or form. She first let me know that she had 2 little ones, and like, this was the situation, this was the deal. Like, you're not just going to jump out, you're not going to treat my kids anything less than as if they were your kids. And so my intention was 100% that. I was raised by women my whole life. My grandfather was amazing. I didn't have my real dad in my life till I was 13, 14. He's a piece of shit alcoholic. Like, yeah, he's not an alcoholic anymore, I think. I don't even truly know, but him and his relationship is nothing. So, me being raised like that, like, I have a lot of respect for love and relationships, and at a point in time in my life where I was making bad decisions and using drugs and just doing bad things, I had lost that aspect and that goal of love and kids and all that. But the only reason why was because I kept getting in shitty relationships and kept getting my heart broke, or kept getting my trust broke and yeah, they kept like ruining my ability to trust them, and it got into a situation where I kept getting my heart broken and kept not being able to trust the person that I was with or whatever. And so I eventually decided that love for me at that point in time wasn't for me. So I started to get clean and sober. I had some setbacks, but I finally got clean and sober to where it stuck. But I had gave up on looking for love. I figured if love came, it would come looking for me, or you know, it would just bump into me. And right now I have 10, almost 11 years clean and sober. But I ended up, after being clean for like 3 or 4 years, I ended up meeting this girl, well, woman, absolutely amazing, so gorgeous, just everything for me as the things that I looked for in a woman and things of all those nature. It was like I found the perfect woman that I had ever dreamed of. And it took me all those years of being clean and sober to learn, for you to love somebody, you have to be able to love yourself. And for me to love myself, I had to be clean and sober. I had to realize that I deserved more than being a piece of crap and, you know, letting everybody down and breaking everybody's heart, that I was better than that. And so I finally got to a position where I could believe that I was better than that. And I finally got to a place where I could love myself, where I could look at the mirror, or look into the mirror and actually go, you know what, like, I do deserve to be loved, and I do deserve to have care and all of those things. So once again, after 3 or 4 years being clean and sober, I met the love of my life, and we've been together ever since. But our 2 kids that we had when we got together, it's hard for me to look at them as anything other than my kids. And it's hard for as well. It's weird because everything about them is exactly like me. Their personalities, their attitudes, the way that they are, the way that they act.
It's like Doc's gone for the night.
I mean, just everything. Skin color, eye color, everything. They are my kids. Blood wouldn't make them any closer to me because they're my babies. And so, in the whole aspect of when it comes to kids and everything like that, like, I'm such a lucky man to have my kids. And is it?
Yeah.
We heard. But out of feeling so grateful and feeling so absolutely happy and amazed that I have these amazing children and I get to be a father to them. But I'm also in a place as a father that I do anything and everything and do whatever it takes to help my kids. So with him having the issues that he's going through, with being able to speak in a correct manner. Hold on a second. But to be able to speak in a correct manner, for us, that's all we want for him, is to be able to feel confident in the way that he speaks and the way that he talks. And so, hold on one second, guys. So when it comes to any of our kids, and do anything and everything for them, literally anything and everything, they deserve to know that their mother and father would do anything for them. And so when it comes to him and his issues, as far as having the issues with the fact that COVID kept him from being able to do things, he does need help. There's going to be things that he needs help with as far as, you know, this speech therapy and things like that. But I'm not going to automatically jump to thinking that he's autistic because he has these issues. We can get help for these issues. If it gets to a point where after trying all these things, if those things aren't what it is and it truly is autism, then obviously we're there to try it out. But this isn't going to be a, you know, 3 to 5 year journey and then we finally, you know, cope with the fact that it's this. We're not going to put him through that. Like, we're going to get him looked at and assessed in the whole, all the way around, like, segment of it, so that he's like, I don't know how to word it. I don't want him to, like, suffer because we're in denial of him having these issues. You know what I mean? Like, us being in denial because we want to make the assumption that he doesn't have autism and that it's going to be any of these other things and not specifically that. You know, we're not going to let him suffer by being in denial. So my main focus, the whole reason I say so, is that we love our kids so much and we're not going to deny something that's going on with them because we are worried about the way they may look, or we're worried about what society may think about us, or whatever the case may be. Like, we don't care about those things. We care about our children, and so we're going to do whatever it takes for them, specifically for them. We just don't want a label to be thrown at them right off the bat without trying some alternative things first and not allowing them not to grow because they have been labeled this one thing. And so I think it is an absolute responsibility as a parent for all of us to not just make the first assumption that spit at us. Because if you look up autism and you look it up, it was, you know, once before it was, you know, Lou Gehrig's, or not Lou Gehrig's, sorry, my brain's getting all screwed up. At one point in time, it was Asperger's disease, and at, you know, one point it was like schizophrenia, and, like, you know, it was all of these things once before. So just because of a label, you can't automatically go with that. Like I said, it's our responsibility to check out other ways, shapes, and forms before we automatically go to the most drastic and extreme measures before actually knowing that it could be something else. And so, you know, we're going to try speech therapy and things like that and see if it's just social skills and speaking skills, and if it's not that and they tell us that they, you know, it could be something different, or, you know, maybe we should get him looked at for autism and this, that, and the other. Obviously we're going to do so, but we have come to the decision to basically do it all at once.
I've never tried that.
Having them check him out for autism, like do the tests and, you know, check the spectrum and all that. But we're also gonna look in to see if it's, you know, maybe some issues with mental illnesses as far as you know, like the ADHD, or, you know, the speaking issues with needing the therapy. So yeah.
Touch it? Here, you don't want to touch it? It's powder. Don't eat it though. Okay, no, careful, it's hot. No, slowly.
Interesting. Duck's hardwiring.
But yeah, you see, I went on 2 different stories right there. I don't know why I even started the conversation, where the story even came from or anything. My brain literally just put 2 things together and went along with it. And at this moment, I fully don't remember what I actually said. Like, that's how hard it is for me at this point with my brain and the brain injury, is that I can't even remember what I talked about or the conversation that I had with somebody. It's fucked. It's really scary. But main thing out of that,
the windows, and we're gonna put it on the doors. Yeah, we're gonna spray the floors.
the main thing out of
Bye-bye, bugs.
that accident, as far as me having to deal with the things I have to go through now, the main thing that I'm like, you know what, it sucks, but you know, this, that, or the other, or oh my god, my whole life is gonna be fucked now because I'm having to go through this and blah 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 blah. Like, I don't look at it like that. I'm alive. I still get to be a dad. I still get to be a husband. I still get to live my life as the man that gets to be a daddy and gets to be a father and a husband and a son and a family member and just all of those things. You know, that's what makes me happy. And you know, I deal with the fact that, you know, I have a traumatic brain injury and that, yeah, it sucks, but I'm here. You know, I deal with seizures, I deal with the loss of my short-term memory, but I'm here. I'm alive, and I get to be here and be here with the ones I love. And I think maybe I have a purpose. Like, there's a reason I'm here. Obviously, we all have a purpose, but I think the purpose is more than I think it is. But yeah, we all deserve more than we give ourselves credit for. But yeah, out of all those conversations, like I said, we just had, my brain can't comprehend what I said or even fully remember. Like, I do and I don't. I know the topic of what I was saying, but I just don't remember everything I said. Anyways, I'm gonna quit talking and get back to the game. Damn. Alright. Do I have to go through these?
Alright, baby, now be careful because that burner's still hot, baby, okay? Oh, keep trying. You'll get it. Almost. Come on, push. You got it. I think you got it, didn't you? Woo! You rock, friend. Good job. You got it. Woo-hoo. Oh, try again. You can do it. Keep trying. Don't give up. Huh, Daddy?
Yes.
He almost got it. Should he just stop?
No.
Well, why?
Because giving up isn't gonna help.
What?
Because giving up won't help.
Well, yeah, that's not going to make it do it.
No.
You have to keep trying.
Yeah.
Try again, Booger. You can do it.
We gotta try again.
Hi, Miles. Can you put that lid on? Can you get it connected?
Oh, whoops, that wasn't.
Can you
Wait,
try
what?
again? Whoa. Hot. Careful. You got cool webs? Whoa. That is pretty cool. Can you try again with the lid? Good job. You can do it. Push.
Alright, guys.
You can do it. Got it.
I gotta go get something to eat and do a few things, so I'm gonna hop back on later. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this video or not, so if you get a chance to watch it before, I'll either keep it or delete it. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
I found your
If you see the video, awesome. If not, no biggie. But if you did get to see it and you liked it, cool, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll definitely be putting more videos up. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and you know, smile and just know that you deserve so much and you're worth so much. Alright, have a good night, guys, or a good day, wherever you're at. Good morning. Peace.